And we are live with Redneck Garage in Free, Arizona. I
Howdy.
should, I should tell them, Larry, if they could find the secret that's in your view, in your picture, I'll send them a sticker. If they can point out something that's in your view, I'll send them a Z-Force Nation sticker.
Yeah, see who guesses it.
Yep. We have 3 watching, so good. So, we're going to address this right here. This question. Man, please help. I cannot find the right wheel bearings for my 2018 Z-Force 800EX. Well, you can go to the dealer. You can call up John Hester at Hester's Motorsports. Or C, you can go to cfmotousa.com and go to their parts picker, and they'll give you the part number, and then you just order that number. I believe it's cfmotousa.com. I think that's what it is. Or you could go to, what is it, Morch Motorsports or something? Morch Motors. Which they say it's
Or you can
genuine.
take the bearing out. Or you can just take the bearing out, go to your local hardware or your auto parts store. They will measure it and grab you one off the shelf. It's probably better.
Yeah, that's right. Get a Timken, or a Moog. I believe it matches up to like a 93 Toyota Corolla. The front ones, the rear ones are different.
Yeah, rear ones are a little bit larger, more weight back there.
Yep. And of course, we got Tampa Boys, Customs, big like and share. Sweet. So, do we want to cover clutches right now, or should we wait until there's more viewers?
I think we should probably wait till there's at least 6
10?
viewers. And...
Yeah, 6. Oh, we're losing them. They're dropping like flies.
and
They don't want to hear it.
Because the clutches we're going to talk about is going to cover the Z950, the 500,
400,
the 600,
800,
the quad, the C forces, the U forces.
Yep, Z forces. Well, our clutch talk is going to cover that. I have to say, before we get into it, I did the clutch video on my wife's 500 trail. And I actually looked back in my footage. I did mention marking the clutch, but I edited it out. So I edited that out by accident, and I should have left it in. But you got to mark the clutch sheets on the primary so you can line them back up. So just get a marker, mark both of them so you can line them 2 marks back up. It's easy gravy, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Still has slight rattle before it goes back to idle speed when in gear. What does? What? What has a slight rattle?
Which machine is he talking about?
That's what I'm wondering. While he's typing, the clutch tune that I did on my wife's 500 trail, that was just to give her.
But which machine?
Huh? Oh, my clutch Z800EX. We'll talk about that in a minute, buddy. The clutch tune that I did on her 500 trail was just so I could get her a little bit more power because it's a 500 and it doesn't like to climb hills. Well, now I don't think it's going to have a problem. And I went to A1 for a reason. I did not want to put it at C1 or B2 or whatever and work that little motor to death. So A1 is like a happy medium. You still get to keep your top speed. You get more low-end torque. And whenever you put it in low now, it's a whole different little machine. It's pretty snappy. The main thing was so I could get rid of that jerkiness. And it worked. So that was that video. If you want a more aggressive tune, then you need to go watch my 800EX video. Even though the primary is the same, the secondary, or the primary is different, the secondary is the same. But we're going to get into talking about the trail block clutch, which the 500 has, the 400 has, the 1000 has, the 600 has. We're going to get into talking about that. Actually, I'm sorry, the 4 and the 600, I believe, have the same clutch my 800EX does. That would be my bad. Right, Larry?
No.
No? Are you
No.
sure?
From what I researched and read today,
they have the trail block?
They got the trail block. Yep.
Okay. Well, we're going to cover that today. So,
but, CF Moto can change things at will.
Yes, I know. So, let's see if we can help Chad out with his clutch. He said slight rattle right before it goes back to idle speed when in gear. You're going to have some clutch noises. They're not going to be a smooth operation. Now, did you take it apart and clean it and all of that? Is it a major rattle? I mean, there's always going to be a slight knock, a clutch knock. That's completely normal. Chad says, remover in the guy that didn't get that cane plate that goes over the rollers back on shaft correct the first time. Got a used cam plate today and got it on and back in the freaking splines. Good. Gosh, my phone cracks. Yeah, trust me, I know that. Yeah, it's okay. No offense taken here. We're not Facebook warriors. If it's got a slight rattle, I'd roll with it because my 800 rattles. It has since brand new. It's a very slight rattle, but there's one way to get rid of it. There's only one true way. What?
I'll be back in just a second.
Okay.
I need to see who's sucking up bandwidth.
Oh yeah, because you're lagging.
Yep.
So anyway, one true way to get rid of that rattle, and that's to put a loud pipe on it. That's the only way. But once the show gets rolling here and we get more viewers, we have some diagrams and stuff we're gonna bring on screen, and we're gonna talk about tuning kits. The whole point in my channel and what Larry helps me do, and me and him work together, the whole point in what we do is not to make everybody mad. Well, maybe. We like doing that. But it's to save you guys money. There's no reason to spend $200 on a set of springs, or a spring and a set of weights, or rollers or sliders. There's no reason to spend $200 on that stuff because you can get it much cheaper at cvtech.com. You can get the weights. They're dirt cheap, and maybe we can get Larry to bring it on screen and show you the prices of some of this stuff, because you get it straight from CVTech. But you got other companies like R.N.G. They want to charge $200 and $300 for one spring and some little weights. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to say what dealer I called because I don't want to put anybody on blast, really. I called a dealer to get a set of sliders, R.N.G. They wanted $273 for a set of rollers. I got Dr. Pulley sliders, which are better than rollers, for $80. Shipped to my door in just a few days. The cam plate on the primary just slightly goes on the splines. I didn't get it on the splines right, and first time I missed the part about getting rid of the slight rattle. I rode it for 6 miles. Oh, getting rid of the slight rattle, put a louder exhaust on it. That's the only way you're going to get rid of that noise, is to create another noise. It's normal. The knock, 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 that's a clutch thing. It just is. Nothing you can do about it. That's kind of normal. Um, let's see here. What am I missing? I was going somewhere with my story. Uh, crap, I don't remember. Um, I don't know. We'll start over. Anything you want to throw at it, Larry?
Well, those
I
little
was.
those little those little clutch weights that are in the Trailbot clutch, they go in like 2 gram increments. Okay,
Yep.
they start out as light as 6 grams and go up to 30 grams. And the complete set of them costs $27.89 Canadian. So what's that, like $3 American? Well, that's not that. So
Yeah.
it's
We're 70 cents on their dollar or whatever.
yeah, so they're not that expensive.
No.
Um,
And you can get them at cvtech.com. That's what I was telling them.
yeah, there's bunches of places you can get them.
And if
You
if
can
you
go to
need
you go to the Can-Am websites. Can-Am uses the same clutch. You can get them there dirt cheap.
And I want to mention before I get hammered on and everything, because I said air dam costs too much. I want to say this. His prices for the single roller that he gives you for the 800 clutch is off the Richter scale. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. And why you would want to, if you're spending that kind of money, why would you want to put a roller back in it? Forget it. But I gotta say, he does other services that are well worth the money. Like, if you're really wanting to get your machine moving and you want to whoop the crap out of it and run it hard, he can shave the clutch and all of that. And I believe he only charges $100 to shave the clutch. That's reasonable, So I don't want to. I'm not bashing the guy. He does great work. He knows his stuff. But for the consumer like us to call up a dealer and say, I want a set of those rollers that Airdam has. How much are they? When they tell you $270, you just hang up the phone on them because they're retarded. You can go on eBay and get a good name brand set of Dr. Pulley's sliders that are better for $80. And for the other clutches, the Trail Block clutch, you can go to cvtech.com and do your research, see what weights are in your machine, and find out how much you want to bring your RPM up or down, find out what your clutch engagement is, and then go from there. Go to their website, get your spring. The springs are not that much money, and their weights are not that much money, and Larry's going to cover that, so I'll let him take that.
Oh yeah, we kind of did cover that. I've seen the weights as cheap as $6. They're not.
He is?
Yeah, they're not really that expensive. Just know when you're looking at the weights that the weight carriers that the weights go in weigh 10 grams. So whatever weights you get, you're going to add 10 grams to them because of the weight carriers.
Right.
Another thing is, the Trailbot clutch does not have sliders. It does not have rollers. It's got flyweights. It's got weight shoes. And if you want to, well, they say for every 2 grams you add to each weight, it'll lower your RPMs by about 100. Between 100 and 200 RPMs, it'll lower it at your different speeds.
Yep.
It will change clutch engagement a small amount, but the main clutch engagement RPM is controlled by the spring.
Right, and by changing your clutch engagement, you're changing your power band in your engine, or you're changing where your engine puts the power band at to the wheels.
Yeah, okay. Like everybody says, the Z950 is faster than the old 1000. Got news for you. It's not. It's quicker. And the reason it's quicker is the Z950 runs a 250 over 600 spring. Okay. Which is a gold, orange, blue spring. And that has an approximate engagement RPM of 2,300 RPMs. The Z1000 uses a 200 over 600. The 200 over 600 is a gold, yellow, yellow spring, and it has approximate engagement RPM of 1,800.
Right.
So it's kind of like, when you're dealing with a car that you drive around as a daily driver, that would be the 1000. And then you say you have a car that's set up, kind of run the street strip a little bit, kind of play around. You throw that 3,000 RPM stall converter in it.
Yep.
Basically, all that spring is a stall converter.
Pretty much. Yep. Dead on.
But if you get off the Facebook groups and you go into the forums,
Yes,
a lot of guys are putting the same springs in them that the 1000 has because they don't like the harsh engagement.
Right, and that harsh engagement is because they're upping the RPM at when the clutch engages, which in turn is giving you a little bit more torque, which makes the machine quicker, not faster, quicker to its top speed, which is why everybody says more power, more power. Well, it's not more power.
Now,
It's more gearing, more clutching.
now you're just in the RPMs quicker.
Yeah, you're going up in the RPMs. But I will say, instead of changing the way the 950 is set up, leave the primary alone. CF Moto has it set pretty well. The main complaint with people is the jerkiness, which is what my wife's trail had. If you change the degree and the angle on your secondary, because I believe the 950 is clocked the B1 just like every other CF Moto. That's a steep angle. Change it. Throw it up. If you're running stock tires, throw it up at C1. If you're running 30s or 32s, throw it up into B3, or even throw it up at I got the chart, but you could throw it up at like 100 and some degrees with them bigger tires and leave your clutch alone. Leave your clutch alone. Changing that is going to take that jerkiness out. So, and you're going to gain even more punch. Right, Larry?
Yeah, you might lose a little bit on the bottom end just for the simple facts of the secondary is not going to shift as far.
Yes. Now there was one question here. Do you guys know if there's a decent priced spanner wrench that will fit the clutches on the Z800? I just socket and impact to the clutches, couldn't really torque them. And that's what I wanted to cover. You really don't need that tool if you know how to use an impact. Don't worry about torquing them. A few Ugga-Duggas, they only take, I believe it's like 85 foot-pounds of torque. A couple of smacks on the trigger will give you pretty much that torque. You're going to go over a little bit. But, I matched my impact up when I first got it. Now it's old and wore out now, so it needs a few more Ugga-Duggas. But I matched mine up, and 2 braps was 90 foot-pounds. And that was us playing with it with a torque wrench. and stuff. Just some redneck stuff. But yeah, just a couple. Burp, burp, leave it alone. That's how the professionals do it. There ain't a single clutch professional on this planet that uses a torque wrench on a clutch. Tell me I'm wrong.
I can guarantee your dealer doesn't. Takes too long.
Takes too long. Yep. And they definitely probably don't torque down the wheels. Now, that is one thing I recommend torquing. Only because the aluminum wheels, they only call for 50 foot-pounds, I believe it is. I go 55, 60. Really, any more than that, you can probably get away with it, but it could crack the aluminum rim. So
Well,
I recommend torquing.
I would be more worried about fucking stretching one of those 10 millimeter studs and snapping it off.
What's up, Wild Man Sleds? He said, "What's up, yo sluts?"
Yeah.
Oh, he said sleuts. Okay.
Oh, God, look at that freaking mug.
He come in here so he
What's
can learn
up, boys?
something. What's up?
Come on now, Steve. Hanging
What?
out.
Yeah.
I'm here to learn
All right.
something. I'll teach you something, don't you worry.
You can teach us a whole lot of something here in June.
You teach us how to use that Gorilla Glue in your beard.
Yeah. We're curious.
I was thinking I'll use the Gorilla Glue on the mullet.
Yeah,
That works.
that works too.
Yep. Chad said, I put red Loctite on the nuts. Not a lot. All I had. They should stay. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. Don't worry about it, buddy. Don't stress it too much. It's okay. Trust me.
Hey,
All I
cross-threading
use is the
nature's
Ugger Dugger
Loctite.
gun. What?
What?
Cross-threading's nature's Loctite.
Hey, I always said a cross-threaded bolt's a tight bolt.
You ain't wrong.
If you can get it to suck up all the way.
Yeah, if
Right.
you get it all the way back there, it works great.
That's right. Ronald Young, I just got a 2020 C-Force 500S and want some more bottom end power to sling up some dirt on stock tires. What setting would I reclock the clutch at? I have a video on the Z-Force 500. It's the last video that I made, well, second to last. I clocked it to A1, okay? Being that it's a four-wheeler, and if you're really just sticking to trails, take it to C1. You'll thank me later. Take it to C1. Was just thinking
What
about
you
a
got going on in the
spinning wrench
background there, Fred?
that goes out on the trail. I need to talk to my
Me.
wife.
I hear somebody talking.
Took a wrench from her freight.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
I'm over here
Chad.
at the boy's house.
Oh, what's up, buddy? Chad, buddy. I picked mine up from Harbor Freight for $80 with coupons. So, get your coupons on.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
welcome.
hi, honey. We love you.
She was in there beating him the other night.
Probably. Doesn't surprise me.
She was standing behind his chair like,
Nothing's changed.
Hey, Larry, tell your old lady men are talking.
Hold on a second.
That might have just got me in trouble.
or him.
Either way, it's not my
Right.
problem, Steve. How you been, buddy?
Not too bad. Not too bad. I've been not wanting to do too many videos because it's colder than a popsicle's ass outside.
Dude, the old tractor didn't want to start the other day. It was rough.
Did you have
I
to ether that puppy?
I had to give her the old ether treatment.
Yeah.
I called Dad, and I'm like, hey, look, it won't start. He goes, well, give it a little ether. So I gave it just a little, and it didn't do nothing. And I was like, yeah, it still won't start. He goes, well, I guess fog it. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Gave her the
Did
beans,
the head-
fired right
did-
off.
Did the head bolts go like this? Whoop.
No, they didn't go that far, just about yay far.
Oh.
Yeah, they didn't go 10 feet, just 2 inches.
Chad, Chad says the impact in the clutch video was a Harbor Freight dealio. No, that was actually a Craftsman one. I picked that up. That
was
was
the old one.
brand new when I got that one. I traded somebody, I don't know, like a $20 head unit for their car for it. Brand new in the box. That one's electric. But Harbor Freight does sell the electric ones. They're super cheap. They're only, I think, $30. But no, I have the battery operated one. It was at work, so I dug out my electric one. I like the electric one a little better anyway, because I don't have to change batteries. And I don't have to run my air compressor while I'm trying to do videos here. Nobody likes to hear that air compressor, so I try not to run it as much.
I'd almost like to hear the compressor more than you talk.
That's what I was thinking about you, but it's all right.
Chad
Great
mentioned
minds
about the
think
Utility
alike.
Max. Chad mentioned
What?
about the Utility Max belt. He said his dealer only had the Utility Max UA belt, so I did that. That is a great belt.
Yeah, can't go wrong with it.
I
I only went with Dayco because I got it for $50. It's normally a $120 belt.
Yeah, Utility Max belt is a good belt. They're made by Timken. And hell, if something's got the Timken name, you can't go wrong.
Well, Chad, if you want a decent size impact, then I recommend the plug-in one that Harbor Freight has. It's like 1,200 foot-pounds.
Just go buy a Milwaukee.
And well, you could spend if you had Wild Man Fred's money, you could go buy a Milwaukee.
No, you can always just you always just get a 1-inch gun and call it a day.
And buy adapters.
Buy a 1-inch gun, adapt it down to 1/4-inch drive. It'll work.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it'll just hold on, guys. Dug it.
Yeah. That'll tighten up the maximum nuts.
When it spins real fast, that's how you know it's tight.
I have an impact at work that's so big it has a handle on the back and a handle on the front. That's
I got one of those for semi tires.
Yep.
Dude, those are great until you gotta use them consistently, and then you're like, you know what? Can I build like a dolly that has wheels that I can just like adjust this with?
Yeah, because they're heavy.
It weighs like 80 pounds.
Yeah, they're heavy.
You know, some of the tire shops do a lot of truck tires. They got those set up on a counterweight to where they're basically neutrally balanced.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we got. Well, I'd say I have one. The Family Ranch has one. It's Redneck Ranch Kansas on YouTube.
Redneck
Ranch. I got one. I'm revamping mine because, well, YouTube didn't like mine because it was just a little bit too gun related. So they didn't like it. So I pretty much went in and deleted all the gun videos.
Wild Man Fred didn't even see the ornament in your view.
No.
The ornament.
Yeah, there's an ornament.
If you see it, just say you got it, because whoever comes up with it first gets a free sticker from Steve.
Yeah.
What about it?
Did you see it?
So you figured it out, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
You want me to announce it or what?
No, if you know what it is, just send it to me on Facebook. We're friends on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It helps if I blow it up. I can't just blow your screen up, can If I could just blow your screen up, we'd be all right.
Yeah. It's easily to see. I mean, it's very easily. It's in sight.
Well, I know. Do you want like exactly what it is, or just like rough estimation?
Well,
just basically rough guesstimation. Just send it to me on Facebook if you know what it is.
All right, let me shoot. I'll shoot it over to you. I'll lose this thing and shoot it over to you. So when I get done, I'll shoot it to you.
Okay. Chad says there's actually a Timken factory in my town here in Princeton, West Virginia. Take your bearing over there and be like, hey, make me one of them.
Hey, since you was over
I'm
there,
surprised. Well,
I need
Brandon,
two
I
of
don't
those.
Yeah, right.
think.
What, Larry?
I'm surprised Brandon. Well, Brandon wasn't on here when you said you'd give out a free sticker if they figured out what was in my background.
No. Didn't I send him a sticker anyway?
I
Probably
didn't
not.
get one, Steve. What the
Well,
heck?
if he's got a sticker,
You
he's
don't want one.
disqualified.
You don't want one.
Look.
It's a Z-Force Nation sticker.
Look, you send Steve Pit Vipers, and he don't even send you a damn sticker.
Oh no. I'm working on stuff to bring you guys when we come down. I'm gonna hand deliver, not send it in the mail like you, Fred.
Hey, I would have hand delivered it, but you wouldn't have got it until 2 years from now, whenever you decide to show up.
I'm sorry. Oh shit.
I still got that socket waiting on you whenever you decide you're gonna be here.
Yeah, I won't even need it then.
Well, you might. You better bring some spare parts with you.
Yeah.
What, dude? You're awful.
Oh,
Larry said he might drive his side by side to your house.
yep,
How far of a drive is that?
700, a little over 700 miles for me.
Hey, Bucky's, what's going on, buddy?
Well, it's not too bad. It can take you 20 hours?
Oh fuck, I could be at Steve's in 20 hours.
Hey, not on a side by side.
No, well,
Stop for fuel all the time.
No, about 28 hours on side by side.
I could do it faster than that. I just won't reclock my shit and still run 86 miles an hour with my side by side.
We may, Chad. You never know, buddy.
No, I think I'm gonna cruise the side by side. Have the wife drive the pickup, pull the flatbed trailer behind her. That way, if we get some shitty weather, I can just load it up, crawl on the pickup.
He's gonna break it before it even gets there.
Yeah, he'll get here and be like, "Hey, so I need to borrow some tools." And
You gotta rebuild the motor.
well, we got enough tools down here. We could probably get her done.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of why I'm gonna go to a 550 oil.
I'll just throw you some 1540 in her and call her a day.
Yeah. Well, that's what the book calls for, but I'm gonna throw some 550 in it.
I put
Might be
10W40 in mine.
I'm gonna go to that same oil that Ford's running in that supercharged Coyote motor.
Yeah.
It doesn't foam. It doesn't break down.
That's right.
Steve, you know where he's going wrong?
What?
He's following after Ford.
Yeah. That's why I sold mine. I got tired of working on it.
Shit.
I know, and your Chevy's still screwed up.
It's fixed now.
Never
you
buy a
finally fixed the
vehicle.
radio?
Never buy
Yeah.
a vehicle from a mechanic ever.
The problem with my radio was it had a bad battery in the truck. It was a stock battery from 2015.
I wonder if that's what was wrong with mine, because my battery is from 16, and I just put a new one in.
It probably because when the batteries start shorting out internally, they start causing all kinds of crap. And I know this stuff, but I didn't even think about it because I wasn't having any problems with the rest of the truck. And then it got cold and it wouldn't start. I put a new battery in. Shit, radio's been working fine since.
Hey, does your radio work better now that we put a new battery in your truck?
Yeah, she fixed it.
Oh, did she? Oh, okay.
Bucky says that 5150 sent him a third set of lights.
Send them back.
Well, I'm curious,
Send 'em
what kind of rock lights or accent lights or what?
Whips.
I'm sure if it was whips, he would have said whips.
He's been having problems with the whips coming apart.
Oh, that's right.
They come unglued at the base.
So get on Amazon and order the last glue you'll ever need.
Gorilla Glue.
You know, I ran out of eye
Trying to
drops.
have some hair left, Steve.
I ran out of eye drops today. So I went to the store and bought me some new eye drops.
Chad.
That'll work real
Steve,
good.
What?
I ran out of eye drops today, so I went to the store and picked me
Oh.
up some new eye drops.
Yeah, that's that new kind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good stuff.
In the easy squeeze bottle, no less.
Yeah.
Well, all right, boys. Have one. I'm gonna jump off here. I got to do.
Okay. Have fun, buddy. We'll see you.
All right, I'll
Alrighty.
miss all of you.
All right. Brandon says,
See
"Get
ya.
grandma's whips."
Later.
I heard that grandma makes some pretty nice whips. Have you heard of grandma? What is it? Grandma something. Zippins? Is that it?
I don't know. When I think grandmas and whips, I just, for some reason, that just don't set well with me.
Yeah, no. Not the way you're thinking.
Keep sliding off the pole. Well, keep the hookers off of it.
Yep. Not the third set of weapons they sent me.
Well, we know what his auto-predicting texts are mostly about.
Yeah. They kept sliding off the pole. Yeah, 5150 sells a bunch of junk.
But you know what? They got a hell of a marketing campaign.
Well, that's because their whips cost them $5 to make.
Well, you know those Fire Stick blanks are expensive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you want to
This-
throw up that clutch thing and we'll go through it for these guys?
I can try.
I'm going to get all kinds of hate on this one. I get hate all the time about my clutch videos.
Really?
Yep. I get messages in my inbox. All
Oh,
kinds
because
of hate.
they said they wouldn't do it like you, and you're doing it wrong,
Yep.
and
Doing it
this and that,
wrong.
right?
The right way would be to spend $300 with air dam, and again, not knocking air dam, but come on, bruh. Your price costs too much. Jack Dip.
You know, there's
Runs
There's no
IZ800
reason just
runs
to-
pretty good on Bud Light and stripper glitter. Yeah, definitely does.
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna share right.
Why?
Nah, it's not gonna share right. It's sitting there fucking flickering.
Ah.
Let me do something different. Let me pull it up onto one of the other three monitors.
Is it just your one monitor that does it?
Well, yeah, because I got two monitors running off one video card. See, that monitor that's running off its own video card doesn't do it.
Okay. All right. Now, which clutch is that?
That
would
is
be the
the
trail,
trail
clutch.
block. Yep. Very simple, very basic clutch.
So, your one way... It won't show my mouse, of course. I was going to point out the parts. But
Oh, which...
you have clutch sheave, one-way bearing. You have a
wrong. It's not a one-way bearing.
Why isn't it?
It doesn't use a one-way bearing. It's just a bearing. It's not a
It's
one-way.
It's not a one-way?
Nope.
What clutch has the one-way in it?
I believe that would be yours in your 800,
Mine don't.
because this is just a free spinning bearing.
Not as cool as Redneck. What a goof. What's up, Brandon?
What's going on?
Look at you sporting
Oh.
that CF Moto gear. Where did you get that?
I don't recall actually. Wife ordered it.
She probably had it made because CF Moto don't sell that stuff.
I think it was the CF Moto Parts USA or something like that.
Ah, yeah. I'll check that out.
Now, see what that says there? What number 2 is? Freewheel clutch. It's not a one-way.
Huh. Yeah, mine don't have a bearing at all. It's got a sleeve. That's it.
And then number 4 here is your stroke limiter, which Brandon doesn't need. He doesn't got enough stroke to need to limit it.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll be like zero help. I'm just here for the awe value. So I'll say
The entertainment.
Yeah.
You're what keeps the views coming.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Chad, this is the trail block clutch that's on the 500, the 1000, the Z950.
I'm like
Yeah.
the typical guy that goes out, buys something cool because everyone else is doing it, and then doesn't know how to fix it when it breaks. So then I go to YouTube and I watch you guys. So
Yeah, right. Then you know how to fix it. Chad said
Or really screwed up.
yeah, I'm a plumber now. I'm a electrician. I'm a heating and cooling expert. I mean,
Oh yeah. As soon as you buy your own house, you're an electrician, you're a plumber, you're a carpenter, you're a roofer.
all with my YouTube degree.
That's right. Chad says my 800 didn't have a washer behind the nut. This is the trail block clutch, not the 800 clutch.
And
We'll talk about the 800 clutch. I think he's got a diagram for it.
no,
No?
I don't have an exploded diagram for it, except for what's in the service manual.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I cover the 800 really well in my 800 clutch videos, so they can refer to that if they need to.
but
He
like
said
these
I
here,
busted out laughing washing these damn dishes. Oh.
but a lot of people try to call these shoes or rollers.
What does
Or
CF Moto
sliders.
call them?
I don't care what CF Moto calls them because CF Moto didn't make the clutch.
Yeah,
They
but what do they
call
call
them-
them?
They call them
And is what- Is what Trail Block calls them are weight blocks.
I probably just swore in Chinese or something and pissed a lot of
You
people
might
off.
have.
I did.
And then you can see the little weight there that pops into them. But they're such basic. The only slider is on the cap.
Thank you, Chad. Thank you. Yeah.
I like how 14 and 15 go together.
Yeah, you would.
Yep. Of course.
And
That I understand.
actually number 12, that washer,
That's right up his alley.
is not your typical washer.
No, it's got a hex in it.
It's got a hex. It locks onto the shaft, and just how Brandon likes it before he tightens his nut down.
Now, like as typical, these parts are all plastic, right?
There's like one. Well,
all these weight blocks are plastic.
they're
Or wait,
a type of plastic.
These if they were plastic, they belong on Chad's Ford. So
Yes, that's right.
But yeah, you could actually, if you wanted to get a little bit more, let this clutch shift a little more, you could actually shave that stroke limiter down a little bit to allow the clutch to come in a little further.
Yep.
But then you got to watch about pushing the belt out too far and it hitting around the case.
Yeah, you better just leave that alone.
Or if you want to gear it to where it doesn't go in as far, you can add some little shims to it and allow it not to go in as far. But yeah, it's pretty much everything's done by number 5 on your clutch engagement and everything in these clutches.
Yep.
The sliders will vary very slightly change your engagement, but most of it's all your shift in and back shift and upshift and engagements all done in the spring.
Well, if she did, Chad, she wouldn't be your ex.
But no, that clutch is pretty simple, pretty basic.
Did you, either of you guys ever watch Andrew Camerata on YouTube?
Mm-mm.
The guy's amazing. He actually just had a UTV clutch rebuild on his. It was like free spinning or something. He was showing me it's only supposed to go one way, and he was free spinning it in both directions.
Yeah. You guys. Oh, shit.
Had an exit lockdown on the shaft.
By the way, guys, I gave up on monetizing the live stream, so.
Every time you fight though, they monetize them.
They do, but the last one with all the bangs that we had on the windows, they ain't gonna monetize that.
Oh.
I missed that one, I guess.
Nuh-uh, you were in it.
Was I? Oh.
Yeah, you guys was all holding up your guns. I was thinking I should have went out in the garage and got my Hugga-Dugga gun while you guys were holding yours up.
That'd been hilarious.
Yeah, would have.
No.
Oh, shit. If anybody got any questions, Brandon's here to answer.
Yep.
He is here. He is thy master. He is the stroke master.
Hey, the ABC don'ts.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Brandon, Steve offered anybody a free sticker if they could figure out what was all in my background. That's not normally there.
Your wife.
But don't say what it is.
It's your wife.
Oh no, she already came in and gone and.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
If he wants a sticker, he has to say what it is.
What?
I thought he already got a sticker.
Oh, I can see it up on top. You already showed that to us up there on the top.
Yeah,
but nobody's picked it out.
What, the iPod? What?
The what?
What about it?
Nobody. Steve offered at the beginning, give anybody a sticker who can figure what's out of the ordinary. And Bucky got it.
Yeah, Bucky hit it.
Oh well, I mean, I don't know why that's not really out of the ordinary. That's typical.
But it's
for you.
never up there. It's never
That's
up there.
true. I guess that's true.
Oh God, they're bringing up politics.
He said Trump got acquitted.
He did.
Okay, now Congress can get back to work and do something like they're supposed to do.
He's the first president in history to be tried for impeachment twice and acquitted twice.
Now they can get back to work so they can give us all vacation checks.
Right. So we're in the middle of a pandemic, so let's just focus on trying to, impeach a president for the second time and not worry about any of this other pandemic stuff.
That's not even in office. Like that can wait. Yes, Bucky, you can get a sticker. Just message me on Facebook, send me your address, I'll send you 2 stickers.
I never got a sticker.
Oh, Chad, you're fine. Just some people get a little butt hurt.
Yeah.
This
Did somebody say something? Yeah, I had some of that the other day. It's really good, yeah.
This is good.
I probably couldn't drink more than 2 of these because it's pretty sweet, even though it's the 0, but still good.
Yeah.
Good flavor.
Yep. I need a stimulus exhaust to get rid of my slight clutch rattle.
Now,
definitely.
here's one that's kind of screwed up and kind of funny, and kind of sad, all in the same deal. The first round of stimulus checks that went out,
Back in
I got mine. The wife didn't get hers, and we didn't get the one for the boy because the wife's ex-husband went after child support and all this other bullshit. And so they took our tax return, which paid off her child support. Then on top of that, they took her stimulus check. And we've been fighting with them since then. We asked the state, hey, where's this at? You owe us a refund. Oh, we sent that back to the IRS. and call the IRS. Oh no, we've never gotten anything back from the state of Washington. And this has been going on back and forth. Well, she finally got the money that she was owed yesterday, and it came from the state of Washington. They never sent the money back.
Wow.
And it only came back after I filed my taxes and claimed it on my taxes for reimbursement.
Yep.
So I think the IRS got on the state of Washington. Hey, you need to fix this shit.
Larry uses synthetic rope. I'm still on stock cable.
Yeah, I use synthetic. Oh, that's a question for you, Steve. That's
yes,
Ohio.
it is. I can tell you how. Okay. In Ohio. See, I started a street legal group, but I left it because it's full of jackasses, and I'm tired of dealing with jackasses. So, street legal in Ohio, you need to go to the BMV. You need to get a body change affidavit. You need to bring it back home. Fill it out with your machine information. For body change, you need to put UV. That's unconventional. Unconventional is also utility vehicle, so put UV on there. Take it with your title, or if you don't have your title and the bank has your title, call your bank. Tell your bank you're trying to change the body type on your machine to make it street legal. They will send you your title. They usually give you about 2 weeks to send it back. Take that with your title. Make sure you get an inspection done by a local sheriff. Any sheriff, any cop, anything can give you an inspection, but you need the inspection form, which, crap, I don't even remember the inspection form, but it's the unconventional inspection form. You can get it from the BMV website, or you can even get it from your title office.
The only inspection form I ever filled out was a 4473.
Well, they used to not make you do the inspections here, but then since I created a group and hundreds of people got it, they started requiring the inspections, which any cop can fill out, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. To change your title, it's $17 and some change. To get your plates is like $32. I spent my wife's stimulus on full stainless steel Magnaflow exhaust for my 5.0 Coyote. Paid the cow shop with my stimulus.
I have some knowledge I can share. So, back to Jack's question about the synthetic rope on the winch. They say if you are using your side-by-side to plow, the constant up and down, they say you should have a synthetic on there because it'll wear out your steel rope after.
Yeah, but if you're not plowing with it, don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it only relates to a plow.
Yep.
I will stick to synthetic rope.
Probably for the climate, too, I bet it matters.
Well, have you ever seen cable rope break versus synthetic?
I have.
I would much rather have synthetic rope break than the steel rope.
And this whole
The steel rope won't break if you're using it properly. A lot of people don't use it properly.
what if you don't use your winch ever and it's just sitting there wound up?
Won't hurt a thing.
It'll get stuck in rust in that
It
that
might
position.
rust. It might rust, so it's always a good thing to take your cable out once in a while and put some oil on it just to keep it from rusting. Yeah.
So you see a lot of guys talking about the street legal stuff. I see a lot of guys put the farm placard on their vehicle, the triangle, and that kind of gives them a grace, I guess. Depends on what state you're in.
Yeah.
Till some police officer wants to push the issue.
Yeah.
True. But I think if you use it to go get fuel and you're allowed to use it to go to like a store or something.
Yeah, but they got you limited to, like, you can't go over 25 miles an hour. You can only go so many miles from where you garage it. And
Where, West Virginia?
no, usually with the ag called placard.
Well, yeah.
We should ask Justin the Creator. Is it Justin the Creator? He put one on the back of his 950. I saw in a lot of his videos.
Did he?
Curious why he's got his on. We should get him on one of these streams too. It'd be fun to have him on one time.
He was on last time.
Well, see, every time I'm not on.
Yeah, you missed it.
Yeah.
He didn't come live or anything, but he was in the chat. And so
Nice.
was Hester, John Hester. We had all the goodies on last Saturday. Chad said my steel cable broke in SC. Broke bad after my wife reeled in all the way and along with the hook. Bought a bump stop for the winch. That's definitely a good idea.
Yeah, definitely a good idea.
What if it already has a tag on it? Drive it.
So, are you going to join us in Kansas there, Brandon?
I haven't got the invite yet. I got a verbal, but I don't know where I'm going, when I'm going. Nobody's PM'd me.
What dates?
I PM'd you on Facebook like 2 weeks ago, Arizona, when you told me to, but you never said anything back.
I never got it.
You
Check
did.
your.
I will look right now.
I'm looking at it. I see it. There's just 0 replies.
Wallace said Hester had great info. Need to get him back on. Yes, but Hester is he's super busy. He's like a workaholic. What are you saying there, Wallace? We're a bunch of dumbasses that you watch?
1 week ago.
Oh,
No, he is.
yeah, I see
he
it
is
under
very
request
knowledgeable.
now. It got thrown in with all the fake female bullshit.
Why
All
wouldn't
the
it?
porns.
Holy crap! Why would somebody send me a message? Save money on rugged radios. You can't run fast enough to give me a rugged radio.
We don't want no rugged, stupid radios. We got
We want
Chinese
Chinese.
fail fangs.
And we want Chinese radios.
Yeah, they're like $30 and they work good. He said, haha, no, you guys are great. Yeah, thanks. Now, Hester is a lot more knowledgeable on his shocks than we are, that's for sure. I'm not a shock guru. I mean, I know the basics, but that guy can explain shocks in and out and what setup you need for this and that. And that's what he does, though. He does that for a living. I don't. I'm just some redneck with a garage.
Except for today, you're in. Where are you at right now? You changed offices?
I'm in the house. I'm in the kitchen.
Oh, you're in the kitchen.
He's in the kitchen where his wife belongs.
Yeah, my sandwich maker broke, so that's where I'm at.
Oh,
You can't really see outside, though.
it's dark.
It's dark, man. It's probably still daylight at Larry's house.
It is, but we got like 50-mile-an-hour winds today.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't go down in the dungeon tonight.
Oh, there you go, Brandon. I replied to you
Thank
and
you.
sent you a request.
Chad says he runs a Uniden CB radio in his with a Wilson 2000 and a linear amp. Talk skipping my side-by-side. Now, the only thing with CB radio is most people are running ham bands, so how would you talk to them?
Wait, stop. Not ham bands. That gets you in trouble.
Well, okay. Family radio service band.
GMRS and FRS.
Yes. I don't run ham bands.
I don't have highway patrol or county sheriff's programmed into my radio either.
I don't either. You know what I'm saying?
Along with their PL codes.
I leave those out. Those are what get you in trouble.
It's for emergency purposes.
Yeah, that's right. You're allowed to do that in an emergency situation.
You know, because the Arizona desert is quite large and you can die in a hurry.
Yep.
Have you seen the type of bugs we have around here?
Nope. You should see the type of bugs we have around. Never mind, we won't get on that subject.
Your neighbor doesn't count.
Yeah, how's that going?
You know, neighbors.
I haven't seen no videos of his neighbors lately.
You know, in that
Well-
14 watching, one of them's your neighbor.
The what?
You know the 14 people that are watching, one's your neighbor.
Probably. Hey, there's one thing though. IDGAF.
I don't give a fuck.
Look,
Dylan
guys know-
Gaff, that's popular around here.
you guys know how it's dark outside? You know, I just showed you, completely dark. This is my camera on my garage. That's a live feed.
What brand is that?
It looks like the sun's shining out there, and it's not.
Well, that
Chad?
video you said today you were in shorts.
You know, if Chad is still into
Do
CB
what?
radios, do I have the radio for him?
What?
I have. From my truck driving days, I've got a modified Galaxy DX 66.
That's awesome, Chad. What flavor juice, John? This is what it is.
That's funny.
Strawberry.
Yeah, that old Galaxy DX66 I have, I modified it with dual finals and put all the funny channels in it. It's got like 300 different frequencies in it. Oh. Yeah, we're still daylight over here, Steve. Little
Oh,
cloudy.
yeah.
It is nice that the sun sets a lot later now.
I got daylight too, guys.
Yeah, if you look at it through the lens of a camera.
Yeah. It's super weird because you can see the color on the house and everything. It's super weird. That's what a $50 Walmart camera gets you.
You can see my side-by-side spin out.
Yep. Yours is pretty bright too. I bet it's the snow screwing with the cameras.
Probably. The
Messing with
balance.
the white balance. Yep.
Look how much snow I got. Look how much snow we got just from the last 4 days.
Jesus.
We probably got, I don't know, 23 inches of snow in the last 4 days.
But if you melt it all, it's about 3 gallons of water.
Isn't that crazy?
We have 0. A couple weeks ago we had 2.5 feet. Now we have 0.
I mean, that's over my hip. That snowbank.
Well, that's not that far when you're always on your knees.
That's what you need. You need to go pack that down and jump the side-by-side off it.
What? You put a snowblower on the front of it instead of a plow.
Yee yee.
Well,
There's gotta be a way to put a PTO on this thing or something.
look what I
Yeah.
got in the mail, Steve.
Oh wow. See, I'm
Yeah.
gonna send you one.
It's here. If the weather's halfway decent, I will swap that out on my exhaust tomorrow and finish button up my side by side, and it will be done.
That's what you gotta do.
I almost put it back together, but the ones in there is leaking a little bit, and you know those stupid graphite gaskets. Once they start leaking, they'll just open up.
Save that graphite for your clutch. You're gonna need it.
I was just gonna take and put some marine grade, all-purpose marine grade grease on those sheaves and call it a day. So you know,
That'll work. I add a little tiny bit because I don't want everything sticking to it. Holy crap. He said 2 to 4 inches in West Virginia. I don't know what we're supposed to get.
he said the old girl here.
Oh.
So that's what he says he has. At least that's what he
Yeah.
tells her. He has 2 to 4 inches.
He just has to give it to her 3 times.
2 when it's soft, 4 when it's hard.
That's right. How many licks does it take?
Depends on the day.
That's right.
Where's Raymond live?
We're expecting 10 inches of snow. I hope not around me. I don't want 10 inches of snow. Just had the video of you applying the snow foam wash on the
Gerbil car.
with you in shorts 48 minutes ago. Was that? No, that was a 2019 replay video. But I edited it up, and because back in 2019 I couldn't edit for crap. I figured it was time to do a replay for people who didn't get to see it.
It's nice to see you in short.
It is nice. I'm editing that video and I'm like, crap. And I'm looking outside and I'm like, shit.
Chad, I would not put. I was joking when I said about the grease. I would not put grease anywhere near our clutches. Because
What?
all that's going to do is attract all the belt grime, all the dust, and make shit wear out fast and get sticky.
Yep. I have to take a halftime. It takes a lot of licks.
Oh yeah. Look where Raymond lives.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is near you, but
I don't know. I'm in Seatown. That's what they call it around
are you supposed to go like that, Seatown?
here.
Demonetized.
Yeah, your channel's shut down.
Wait, you can't go like that?
Probably not. What's the best place to get C-Force add-ons?
Canada.
My Amazon channel, my Amazon link, my Amazon store.
Seems like every Canadian can get accessories like super easy.
Yeah, like at their local Walmart or something.
Right. It's like stock.
And it's in the CF Moto section. He said makes sense. I was stuck on a trail in the woods with an exploded master link. Now I have to always keep an extra. What was you riding?
Probably a dirt bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's always
chain.
good.
Safety wire works in a pinch too. I always used to keep a roll in my dirt bike and in my quad.
I have
I
done.
always keep a roll of safety wire.
Did you get that haircut, Steve?
Because it can be used for lots of
No.
stuff.
Not
Nice.
yet. It's too low. It's too low of temperature outside. Oh, KX100. Heck yeah. I want a dirt bike, but I want a CR500.
Oh, you want to go old school.
I want to rip. Yep. Let her rip, Tater Chip. Y'all want like an 86, 87? Those are the fastest ones.
Shit. My cousin got a Cowie KX500. And his wife gave him shit for riding it without a helmet. So I jumped on it, fucking wearing flip-flops, tank top, and a pair of shorts.
That's, yeah.
Can't get that
And
out.
she goes, stupidity runs in your family. Oh, man. For some reason, Steve, I'm just not with it tonight.
That's
Well,
'cause
bring
you
the
want
old lady
sport
in.
grind.
We'll swap.
Yeah.
with
Oh,
you.
Yeah.
oh,
Is it
she already
her?
came in. She already came in bitching because the TV wasn't working.
We'll sit her down in the chair. Let's get her talking for a little bit. See where this leads us. What
Yeah, I
rabbit
thought she
hole we
was
can get in.
joining. I thought she was gonna join this Saturday.
Who knows with her? She's being cranky. She's just being cranky.
Well, you can take a 30-minute or a 30-second intermission and go give her a little.
Oh no, it's more than 30 seconds. If you're gonna do the job, you got to do it right.
36 seconds. That's all it really takes.
But
all
you know what?
All the extras just BS.
I'll let you guys fuck with her. Hell, the people in the live chat can ask questions. You guys just ask them to her while I go grab something to drink.
Do it. Bring her in.
Do it.
I'll just walk that way and throw her my headset.
Oh,
okay.
I'm gonna start making some porno noises.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck, where is she?
That's right, John. Nothing better.
She's not in the living room. She's not in the kitchen where she belongs. The only other place she belongs is in the bedroom.
Probably the neighbors.
Bucky said, "Is there a seal belt?"
Oh, she's in the bedroom.
Belt.
See, less time now. Now it's only gonna be 25 seconds. She's already there. That's half the work.
My snowflakes on here?
Yeah.
Really? Snowflake?
Snowflake.
Yep, snowflake.
Why am I a snowflake?
Oh, I don't know.
Are you gonna go sit in his chair so we can see you?
Nope.
What the hell?
I'm watching a show.
What? XNXX.com?
Yeah!
I thought so.
Yeah, you know me so well.
You know what? She's watching the live stream. That's what she's watching.
She probably is. She's like, look at these douchebags.
And Snowflake.
You said it. I didn't.
Oh.
So when you gonna buy your own side by side like Redneck and his wife? They each have one.
Yeah.
Oh.
When are you gonna get your own?
Oh. I have my own. Don't you know?
When Larry gets his own.
When he gets his own. That's right. That's right.
What's yours is yours. What's his is yours.
That's right.
That's right. He said, Wallace said things just got sideways. Oh, when you gonna join us on the live stream?
I don't know. Someday, maybe.
So, well, you'll join us at Redneck Ranches, so we'll just harass you there.
I know. That's coming up, right?
Yeah, June.
June. Yeah.
June what, 5th or something like that?
I don't know. Nobody told me dates. I guess I need to request that time off.
Yeah, most
Or
definitely.
Larry.
Isn't it like 5 o'clock in the afternoon in Arizona right now?
Yeah, it's like
It is 6 o'clock.
Oh.
I've been up since 7. My lovely drunk sister decided to call me.
Oh.
At 7 this morning.
We gotta hear this. What was going on?
Yeah.
Oh, she's just a drunk is all she is.
What does she gab about?
Just about everything. Have you
Man,
talked to Dad? Have you done this? Have you done that?
She just like a chatty Cathy when she's drunk, or does she get like
Oh,
angry?
yeah. Oh, no. She has her angry side, too.
Well, we see how that panned out.
Yeah, there's your sister. Oh, wait, that's Larry.
Yeah.
I thought you were showing us a picture of her.
Yeah, that's just like,
Yeah.
he can't hear us either.
She got written out of the will. So.
For being drunk?
Yeah, she
Well, that ain't fair. It's not her fault.
Oh, there goes my noise.
Ooh, what's
That
that?
must mean Larry wants me to come in there.
Does he have a bell? Did he ring a bell or something?
he just, it's like, uh-oh, here, sandwich maker, get in here. Yeah. Uh-oh. Now she can go in there and whoop him.
Now she coming in.
If you wanted your headset back, why didn't you just come and get it?
Oh, yeah.
I was just trying to see if we could both listen.
Get your lazy
No.
ass in the chair. Go get your damn headset. Now make the wife bring it to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause
no,
now
that's
it's not
mine.
yours. Remember, what's hers
You
is
could have at
yours.
least
What's
brought
yours
him a
is
monster
yours.
from the fridge if you're going to walk all the way from where you
Oh,
work.
no. He already has one. See,
Yeah,
guys?
but it looks half
See?
gone already.
No.
Oh, I didn't even open it. You just shuck it up.
Wow, that's a first.
Yeah, see? It's empty.
It's right there.
Did you hand it to me, please?
No.
Hey, just put it in her hand if you want it to be cold.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, guys, this was fun. Have fun.
Okay, thank
Hi,
you.
Mrs. Larry. Or Mrs. Arizona. Wait, Miss Arizona. She- I think that
I'm
title's-
scared. I'm scared to know what was said because I see Wallace said things just got sideways.
Yeah.
On that note,
He got to sleep in the garage now, Raymond said.
You know what? I would be good with that if I had a fucking garage.
Well, you did till it blew away.
Oh, I did till I moved down here too.
Yeah.
I'll be sleeping out, out in the pump house or something.
There you go. There you go, Larry. There you go.
Oh,
Live streams are so much fun.
I don't know how she puts up with me.
I don't know how she puts up with you either, ringing that bell. She said something about Larry wants me to go in there. He's ringing the bell. Now I'm gonna go whoop him.
I think your bell for her is just loading one into the chamber.
She carries a larger caliber pistol than I do.
That's why he's scared of her.
Well,
Yeah,
to put you down, yeah.
Fuck. Her everyday carry. She carries every day we go out, and she carries a 40 Smith & Wesson. I just carry a 22.
Things got that bad in Arizona now, huh?
Well, oh, Steve, Wynn took my generator to Harbor Freight, and we're down there in Phoenix.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, I need to go check it and make sure there ain't no gas in it. I go, well, it's in the back. I go, the wife's in the car. Make sure you get her attention before you just open the back of the car and you get shot. So he goes to the front of the car, waves his hands, and goes, I'm going to look in the back. Please don't shoot me.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
Tell you what, this laptop from 2007, it doesn't do half bad. That's old.
It's almost old as you.
Yep. It's a Sony Vaio.
I got my case tore apart on my PC right now.
Why, did you finger fuck it again?
Oh, I was moving some things around in it. So it's all... I haven't put the sides back on it.
Yep.
It's an equal opportunity PC, though. It's got... All the fans are rainbow color, gay pride and shit.
Yeah.
Man, if there really are 12 people in here, man, they should be asking some questions.
That's what
I know, it's not much of a show unless they ask questions.
I mean, I guess is it counting? Well, obviously, it's counting us three because we're watching the chat. So, well, there's at least 9 in here.
I have a Mac Mini M1, the new one, downstairs that I normally live stream on. But this is a 2007 Sony Vaio that has Ubuntu on it. Linux distro. And it's running pretty smooth, too.
All right, there's a question.
Yeah, I just answered it.
No, go up one.
Oh, do you guys think the price of Sea of Moto units will go up? Yes,
I only think they'll go up for the 950.
probably.
Just because that's where they're putting all their money into right now. I think the other units,
Answer,
the other
answer
units will
that.
stay the same.
Yeah, the other ones might stay the same, but the 950, it's super low price right now, and it's only to get the name out there.
Yeah,
I think-
it came out lower price than the Z1000.
They're gonna start putting more stuff into the 950 as their stock, so that's gonna jack the price up.
Yep.
That'll be standard equipment.
I would, if I were to guess, the trail models would probably go up $1,000 or $2. The EX models will probably go up $1,000 or $2. And the 950, when they get that KTM engine on it, it's gonna go up like $10,000.
I mean, I just bought the 21 Z-Force 800 Trail, and I actually got it cheaper than last year's price. So
Yeah.
Brand new.
I bought mine for $10,700 out the door. EX. But I was spending 2 weeks beating them up too. They didn't want to budge. And then I told him I was just gonna go buy a Honda. He called me back and he's like, I give it to you for $10,700 out the door, not a penny less. I was like, write it up.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you how much I paid for my 1000.
Well, they wanted like 13 something for the 800 when I went and looked at it. And I was like, no.
all right, here's where I act dumb and don't know.
Oh, Patrick.
Yep.
So I got a 500 Sportsman and ordered a MCB clutch primary and secondary. I'm running 33s on 18-inch rims. Will I see more power? Yes.
Or
Did
no,
you see- well,
depending on how it's tuned, how the clutch is
well,
tuned.
the way MCB tunes their clutch, yeah, it's gonna be a ripper. My buddy, I did a video on it actually. My buddy put an MCB clutch in his, and holy crap. It'll set you in the seat, and the tires would be non-stop spinning on the pavement. It'll hold you in the seat, and the tires will just be...
Can you do that sound effect again?
So at what point? What
Kind of
point
sounds like
does the ratio-
Larry when his wife comes in. What?
What point does the ratio of tire size to modding your clutch really start to have no effect? I mean, is it the larger the tire gets or the smaller?
Technically, tuning your clutch to your tire size is actually wrong. It just helps. You know what I mean? It's not really the proper way to tune.
It should be based on tire size.
Well, because like our CF Motos, they come with 26-inch tires. When you go up to 30s and you change the clutch to kind of account for it, you're really not. I mean, you're gaining a little power because you're tuning your clutch, but technically you should be changing gearing, not clutching.
Well, technically, when you change your clutching, you are changing your gear ratio.
You are, but not really properly.
You're changing it in the primary drive, not
You're
changing it in
changing
your final drive.
Right, exactly. And you should be changing it in your final drive.
So educate me a little bit on that. Like, you mean, so reason for changing, again, I don't know anything about clutches, so I'm here to learn too, but the whole reason you want to change is because it puts more torque into the rear drive by gripping it, or is it less?
It changes.
Your pulleys change size.
Right.
Okay.
As it spins up, right?
Yep. The faster you go, your drive pulley will go from small to large, and your primary will go from large to small. So that's your variable transmission. So you have a gear ratio that varies always between the two.
That's what dictates the RPMs at a certain speed.
Yep. So when you change the clutching on how it acts, you're changing how much it shifts at what RPM. So basically, it's like trying to think of the easiest way to explain it. It gets you into your power quicker. It makes up for the larger tire diameters, the more weight. I think of the easiest way to explain it, Steve.
Well, okay, so you got your clutch sheave that the belt rides in and it opens and closes. As it opens and closes, it changes your gear ratio technically. So if your belt, say my hand is the sheave, normally your belt would ride up here at the top. Whenever you change the weights, it won't fully close, or, well, let's talk primary. So normally your belt would ride at the bottom when you're starting out. It'll ride at the bottom right in the center of the shaft. And then as you hit the gas, the weights push the clutch in and makes the belt come up here to the top. Whenever you change the weights, it changes how fast this opens and closes. So if you go up in weights, it'll open and close faster. If you go down in weights, it opens and closes slower, and it'll stay right around in the mid range, right up in here, longer. So, and then your tires are going to slow you down. So your whole drive line is actually kind of moving slower than your tires normally would be if you had 26s. So it holds you in your power band a little longer. And then once you reach top speed, you'll notice that with bigger tires, you really got no power up there at all, even with changing your weights. But most of the time when you change your weights, your clutch will never see full, what do you want to say? It won't be in all the way because your motor won't have enough RPM to get it there. So instead of your belt normally riding up here whenever your clutch is fully engaged, it's going to be more like in here. Does that make sense?
Where's your maximum torque? Is it when it's lower down or up high, the belt?
Your maximum torque is actually on the engine.
When the belt's lowest down in the pulley.
Yeah,
so
it's at
the lower than okay.
Yeah, it's at like 7,700 RPM or something on your motor.
So having lighter weights keeps the belt down lower longer.
Yep.
So you get more torque. So heavier weights increases that belt fast.
It actually, whenever you put the lighter weights in, your belt will stay in here longer, which means your RPMs will go up here faster. So say like when like my 800 was stock with the 25 gram weights, or 24 gram weights, I'm sorry, I would be at like 55 miles an hour at 5,400 RPMs. Since I changed my weights over to 23 gram and I clocked the secondary to C1, I'm at 55 miles an hour at 5,800 RPM now. So my RPMs are up, which is giving me a little bit more power band and torque curve.
Yep.
It's allowing the motor to get it to the wheels, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really getting the concept now. So.
Yep.
I'll forget it tomorrow, but hey, that's what you guys are for.
That's all right. You can come back to the live stream at an hour and 29 minutes.
Yeah, I was that's all right. I was called an asshole the other day on one of the CF Moto Facebook groups. They didn't like my answer. Guy had a
Wallace, they're not. The price isn't going to go up that soon. We're talking a few years down the road, buddy.
No. CF Moto does not. I've not seen their prices fluctuate on month-to-month basis. It's going to be on model releases.
Yes, it's model releases. Yeah.
And the weird thing is, the Z50 came down.
Now, depending on what Biden does with all China and getting stuff shipped over here and assembled, because I think CF Moto, I think they ship them all to Minnesota first for
Yeah,
their headquarters in Minnesota, and then they get distributed from there.
they do. I'll be right back.
So all based on
Yeah, Wallace, exactly right.
I ran my inhaler dead. I had to grab my other one.
You guys already talked to my inhaler.
Let's see. Somebody else said something up here. Oh no, we caught it. We got it. Kind of like changing the sprockets on a 10-speed bike, pretty much. And I will say, you guys know people down in South Carolina and Georgia and Florida and all that. They do them jacked up razors with the 80-inch mud bog tires. The only reason they have the gearing and still can keep the torque is because of the portals. It changes the gearing at the axle, and most of them have a 40 to a 60% reduction.
You ever seen one of those side-by-sides that have 80-inch tires go by? It goes,
No.
yay!
Yeah. Yeah. It goes, I'm on my way to the Who's Got the Biggest Dick Club.
Yay! Little penis.
That's right.
Oh, but you know, they do get infected with mud crickets.
They do. They do get infected with mud crickets.
Snail trails.
Yep. That's right. Yep. But yeah, when people change their clutching to put bigger tires on, that's actually the wrong way to do it. Technically. It works, it gets the job done, but it's the wrong way to do it.
But we don't have any other options.
Sure you do.
No, I don't know of many
Portals.
people. None portals. Well, then you just swim back the other direction unless you go to like a 44 TSL Super Swamper.
Yeah. Yeah, you really can't change I mean, the only other way would be to change gearing in the diffs, and yeah, that's not going to happen. So, yeah,
But
the only way is through the clutch. And it works. It gets the job done. It does. But it's really no easier on the belt, technically. It still has that load on it.
well, no, it's actually easier on belt. It's not easier on any of the other drivetrain components.
Yeah, that too. It's not gonna. That's why I don't want to put too big a tire on my 800, because I don't want to lose the performance that I already have. You know, since my Street Queen with my candy cane snorkel is detuned. I get stupid messages and comments. I don't care how much detuning you're doing on your candy cane snorkeled Street Queen.
Yeah.
That's portals. Yep. That's super ATVs, right?
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
They're contributing to the yay.
Yeah. They're just on the we want money bandwagon. Yep.
Yeah.
But you know what portals they use, right?
So, you know what's funny there? That one, they're selling Nerf bars in that picture.
Yeah, well, they have Nerf bars, right? Don't they?
Yeah. Well, this is side-by-side Fury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got tree kickers on mine. Rock sliders, Nerf bars, whatever you want to
Do you
call
really
them.
do you need Nerf bars if you're that high, though? Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Well,
Come on.
Patrick Frank says, one more question. Should I run a tuner on that 500? Nah. You're not going to gain nothing from it, really. Not on the 500. I really wouldn't bother. The only way I would tune it is if you get a tune from wholesale ATV or something. And even then, with it being a little 500, nah, just tune the clutch.
Why would you do that to the back tire, too?
What'd they do?
It's smaller.
It is smaller tire, isn't it?
I think it's just the way the angle of the picture.
You think?
Yeah, it could be.
I don't know.
Yeah, I
man.
think it's just the angle of the picture.
Have you guys
Or they
ever
want,
seen a 0
or they wanted the
RPM
front
engine?
tires to
Stupid
cover a
bitch.
little bit terrain faster to pull it straighter through the mud. I don't know.
Yes, John, I have. It's an old two-stroke that will run at 0 RPMs. You ever seen one, Larry?
Huh?
John Thomas said, "You guys ever see a 0 RPM engine?"
My
I see.
Z1000's running at 0 RPMs right now.
Yeah, but there's actually an engine that will run at 0 RPMs.
It's Larry's wife has it in the bedroom in the drawer next to her.
That's because the batteries are dead.
No, that runs at like 30,000.
Yeah.
Full start.
It's like. Yeah, the 0
Yeah, I got,
RPM engine. The 0 RPM engine he's talking about, it will run forward and backward, and they call it 0 RPM because it doesn't actually make a full revolution. It's pretty cool, and you can reverse it at any time you want. They used to put them on tractors.
Well, I know that a 318 Jimmy will run backwards. It's a 2-cycle diesel engine in a big truck.
Just about any diesel motor will run backwards. Or a 2-cycle motor. That's a diesel.
Oh, man.
You're welcome, Patrick. Yeah.
What size do you think those are?
What size? Those be 30s.
Yeah, I was thinking bigger. Holy, those look huge.
Nah. I don't. Maybe. Nah.
Yeah, it depends if it's on portals or not.
That's on portals.
Then it's bigger than 30s.
Yeah, those are.
Think 32s maybe. You know why portals is stupid? Yeah, that's on portals.
Why are portals stupid?
Because they break A-arms easy because they're not placed right.
Yep.
They're a
So
great
will the
idea,
wrong
but-
offset on wheels.
Well, that's a whole other conversation for a whole other day.
Oh yeah, there's going to be some butthurt in my group because I ran across an old video from Shock Therapy where they're talking about proper wheel offsets, scrub radiuses, and all the bad that comes with offset wheels or spacers.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that Shock Therapy, Justin Smith over there, doesn't know shit about suspension geometry.
Well, he sure does know a lot about penises. I know that.
That's Chase.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there was a post in one of the Facebook groups where a guy asked about he turns his wheel and the wheels don't move on his side by side.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well,
No, they
a
didn't,
person
Bucky.
a person commented on that okay, either the rack's broke or the steering's disconnected somewhere. His very next question was, how do I reconnect it?
Right.
How stupid do you have to be? Or it was either how do I reconnect it or where do I reconnect it? How stupid does somebody have to be? And I hate to say it like this, that if the thingamabob is supposed to turn the other thingamajig, which turns the whatchamacallits, how hard is it to figure out where the breakdown is in that line?
Right.
It's not like it was the EPS that was screwed up.
Yeah, exactly.
Did Amazon close your account? Uh-oh. Steve's looking.
Yeah, I'm looking. They didn't. I copied the link wrong. I posted a link in the group.
Now, if you want Steve's OnlyFans page, it's $10 a month, and he sends nudes.
That's Wild Man Fred who has that. I'm going and fixing that real quick.
Have you created a shopping cart for people to buy you stuff too, or no?
Do what?
Have you created like a wish list for yourself? Can't you
No.
create one?
No.
You can put stuff like in a cart, and like fans can buy you stuff that's in your.
How do you do that?
I don't know, but I've seen other YouTube people who are like, "Oh, thank you so and so for buying us what we put in our Amazon cart."
Oh, Steve, please create an Amazon cart, please.
Why?
Not for
Please.
Not for that reason, Larry.
Please create an Amazon cart. I will buy you something, but it's my choice.
Penis sleeve.
Just buy it and send it. No, I don't want to do that. I don't
want my address nowhere near it.
Oh God. Oh God.
I will order you one of those China blow-up dolls that come with COVID pre-infected.
Right. You know, I don't want to. I don't want to do that shopping cart stuff because I don't know. I feel like I'd be taken from the people. I don't know.
Yeah, but at least you're getting something you could use.
Yeah, but see, I would rather if they wanted to donate to my channel, just do it through PayPal, and then I can buy stuff that I do videos on. I don't know. I spend all my PayPal money on freaking YouTube. I have a separate bank account just for YouTube stuff. And everything everything I make goes in that bank account. That way I don't have to spend my paycheck.
But you usually end up spending your paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I haven't seen no 10W50. I've seen 5W50. I've seen 2050.
You can get 1050 and it's okay. It won't hurt a thing. I recommended the 1040 because it's easier to find and it is if you look in the oil side of CF Moto on all their models,
it's the recommended oil.
It lists recommended oils in 1040 and 1050 is on there. And 15W40 is on there. And all of that. I recommended 1040 because it's easier to find for everybody. It's one of the easiest. And you can run that in any machine, buddy. But real talk, he doesn't give out false information or anything. So don't hesitate to go buy anything I take that back. Go by what their mechanic says, because real talk, I don't think he's too knowledgeable on like engine side. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not saying anything bad about him, but whatever his mechanic says, do that. Because he's knowledgeable, really knowledgeable. They both are, honestly. Bucky says he's a Patreon. Yep, Patreon works. It helps. Oh, sorry. You may have said 10W. No, I said 1040. You're right. 1040. Full synthetic, great oil. And
Wallace, I'm going to 550 in my Z1000.
Yeah. Yeah. His mechanic. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, that's just what they use, But if you look at your CF Moto owner's manual, it's got a bunch of different oil weights listed for different climates and everything else. But 1040 will work in just about any climate. I think it's good for down to like negative 32 degrees or something.
Yeah, it gets down there a ways.
Yeah, it goes down there pretty good.
Now, but see, here's another thing. If you're going to go with a 1050 or a 2050, and if you're not in a hot enough climate that's really going to require it, you're throwing money away in horsepower.
Right.
Where I live in the desert, we get super hot, so I'm going to go to a 550 because we get super cold in the winter and super hot in the summer. So that will be a
Yep.
good all season oil for me.
Yep, exactly.
But the only problem is I have to order it in. I can't go to the local Walmart or AutoZone or O'Reilly's and just get it off the shelf.
Right. Well, technically, I can go to the local Walmart and get Lucas.
Well,
Our
I was
Walmart.
just looking at ours and they don't stock it.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Ours does. Got it right on the shelf.
A 5W50?
I don't remember what it. I'm just saying. That would work with the little wet clutch. I
Yeah.
don't remember. I want to say it was 1040. Maybe it was a 1050, something like that.
But I can't remember if Wallace has the 800 or the
He
1000.
Said, Wallace said 550 sounds like maple syrup. Well, buddy, you're misunderstanding the weight of oil. The 5 is your winter weight, and the 50 is your summer weight. So,
So the 10W is actually a heavier oil at a colder temp than what the 5W is.
right.
But at normal operating temps, they're the exact same.
Exact same. Right. And I want to say, almost forgot to mention because Brandon brought it up and then I remembered. I got a message the other day from one person that said that there was a bunch of people that wanted to donate to the channel. But they didn't want to do it by Patreon and they wanted to just click a button. Well, I have to have 30,000 subscribers to get that button. I don't see that happening for a long time. Not in the CF Moto world. So
I could help you out with those subscribers. Do I need my wife to come in a couple naked a few times during the live show or something? Or?
That'll get us closed down.
Brandon.
Yeah. So I wanted to address the button. If you're in the chat and you feel the need, and you don't have to by any means, it does not matter to me, because I make revenue from the commercials and stuff to play on my channel. Not a lot. I get like $180 a month from it. When we do these live streams, you can super chat. There's a super chat button. You can super chat and use that. Brandon, don't be super chatting. I see his face. He super chats all the time. But that would be the easiest way, or you could PayPal me at my email address found down below the videos. Not the live streams, but the other videos. You'll see my PayPal information down below there. But I just wanted to bring that up because I got a message the other day, and they were asking about it, and I had to explain it. So I figured I'd explain it now. See, there goes Brandon with the super chats. But I don't want to be that guy that says you gotta donate. I'm not that guy. Screw that shit. We don't have to do that. But it does help.
Holy shit! Forgot the decimal point on that.
It's actually $5, not $4.99. Brandon's super chat. Wait, where'd it go? There it goes.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I usually do $4.99. I don't.
You must. Well, it was that clutch explanation.
Must
I
be.
earned the extra penny.
I think for allowing me to grace you with my presence on this live feed where I know nothing and contribute nothing, you get that extra cent.
But you learn. Hey, that's okay. We all didn't know nothing at one point in time.
No. What's nice though, I think, is I kind of help you guys articulate it in a term where I understand as someone that has zero experience.
Well, and see, you're right, because when you ask your questions the way that you ask them, you're asking them the way that everybody else would ask them, and then we explain them, which it actually helps when you're here because these guys over here, they're like afraid to ask questions. Not all of them. But 10 out of the 14 don't ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask. And if we don't know it, we'll Google it real quick. Don't worry.
It's true.
Oh, there goes Three Arizona. He undercutted Brandon.
They don't even put it up at the top.
Raymond says comedy relief. Hey, and that's why we do these, because we answer questions. We bring up topics that people ask and that we see in the groups, and we have fun doing it. That's
And
why
we get demonetized, and Larry's wife gets mad at us.
We've been demonetized. We've had guns on the channel. His old lady comes in the room in a dress. You know. What was that thing? A nighty that she was wearing at one time?
Oh, I think
Yeah.
Larry should come in the room in a dress.
Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
I will contribute $50 to the stream.
Well,
You
Brandon's
can
already walked in the room
Facebook
and
pal me the
smart.
$50, and then I'll do it. That way, I get my cut. And Steve, I sent you $1.99, but I need $1 back. It wouldn't let me send 99 cents.
So we're money laundering now.
Is it just me, or are those Steve's whips sitting behind you for this a second month in a row now?
Yeah,
Like
they're
the
there.
second year in a row.
Yeah,
The
they're.
second year.
See, this is why he needs to start paying you for rent on him storing your whips at his house.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, this way I can play with them. See?
Hey, Wallace, what's up, buddy? Yeah, he can play with them. He can build you a set. They won't be installed by the time we go to Redneck Ranches.
They'll be duct taped on.
Yeah.
Gorilla glued.
Yeah, Gorilla Glue.
And you know, I got the box sitting right there. The large, if it fits, it
got
ships
that.
box.
He got that a month ago.
I got the stuff to wrap them up, and the little foam wrap to put in them. Then I got the bubble wrap to put around them.
But do it right now on the stream. We could do a boxing stream instead of an unboxing. Boxing.
Yeah. But
Make the
Steve needs to send. Steve sent me his address so long ago that I have to look back through like a year's worth of messages to find it.
You know who's good at wrapping presents and stuff? The wives.
He's grabbing his phone right now and
I'm
sending that
'cause
address.
I'll forget if I don't.
See, even Raymond wants to see it too. Whoa.
That wouldn't work because the only part of me that would fit in my wife's dress is my leg.
Yeah, because she is small.
Your third leg? Your third leg?
That's about it.
Oh, if anybody else wants to join us on the stream, the link is right there. Yeah. Oh.
Oh man.
Well, I got $6.99. That
You can
That
buy
has
yourself
to
some Chinese with that.
yeah, I can put that towards oh God, I want to do tires on the side by side and see how the test the clutch kit with the tires.
So,
Look
question
like-
for you. I've been wanting to know, Steve. Do you have a go bag that you throw in your side by side when you hit the trails that have stuff in it that you need?
I don't put it in my side by side unless we're going for a far distance away from camp. But I do have a go bag that I keep in my camper. Yes.
That would be a good YouTube video for you to do. Stuff that you recommend bringing with you when you go.
And I thought about doing that too, and I never did it because I didn't think it would be a good idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone would probably love it.
Now, see, I don't have a go bag in my side by side, but I have two 30 caliber ammo cans and a 50 caliber ammo can that I permanently mounted in the bed of my side-by-side with things I regularly use.
See, and you
And then
guys
I
are gonna
got little padlocks that go on them.
Yeah, because
you
you
guys
know a
are
lot of
gonna
people
you guys are gonna laugh at me.
don't take much.
I know my go bag is tools that I don't use regularly around the house.
Harbor Freight
That
tools.
some of them are, yeah. I
Now that'd be
take
Snap-on tools. He uses Harbor Freight regularly at the house.
yeah, right, for sure. Yep. That's because they don't break like Snap-on.
So you do see a lot of guys starting to put like in the Z950s. They're putting those bed boxes in, and some people are putting their own
Yeah, and
containers in the
see,
back. So
I don't do that because of weight. Whenever you add weight to your machine, it's not exactly a good thing. So, like I said, if we're going far away from camp, I will. But if we're close enough to camp where somebody can zip back on their four-wheeler, grab an air compressor or grab a jumper pack or a bag of tools, we do that. But if we're going on long trips, I'll take like certain tools and put them on certain machines to spread out the load. And then everybody with us has something with them. I mean, we've helped out people on the trails with air compressors. We'd run back to camp, get an air compressor, a tire iron or something, and that's what my four-wheeler is for. Because I'll park the side-by-side on a trail, kick the kid off the four-wheeler, and then I'll fly back to camp and get something.
So you talk about adding weight sometimes isn't good. So you see a lot of people are also asking you about putting on a spare tire rack and all this stuff too. So
Yeah, it's a dumb
that's a
idea.
lot of weight there, isn't it? If you
It's
were
a
to
dumb idea. Well,
jerry
I say-
can.
Well, there's a point. There's a point when you start adding weight that you got to start changing your spring rates to maintain ride height.
I get it
You
if
know,
you're
those
like,
guys say, "Oh, just crank down the preload."
yeah.
Wallace is thinking
I guess
about
it
this
makes
for
sense if you're
audio.
going
What's he talking about?
overlanding and stuff that you want jerry cans and you want the tire in case you're.
Well,
But to have it for everyday trail riding doesn't make sense.
yeah,
No.
if you're going to a park where it's only 2,000 acres, 3,000, even 5,000 acres, you don't need to have that extra stuff on your machine. All it's going to do is hinder you in the trails, and it's going to lower your machine.
Keep it on your
Less-
trailer.
Less ground clearance. Yeah. But if you're going on like some of these guys, they go for like a week at a time and ride for hundreds of miles. So of course you gotta like pack a tent, some clothes, some tools. If you're doing
Fuel.
stuff like that, sure, you're gonna want fuel. I don't recommend carrying fuel on your side by side unless you absolutely have to. That's a bad idea, Larry. I mean, if you think about it, what do we get? 100 plus miles to a tank on our machine.
Don't read Retlaw's comment.
Didn't you haul a camper one time?
Did you delete comments?
Well,
Lessons learned.
Yeah, lessons learned. I was in a pinch and really was a stupid idea, and I knew it was stupid.
We all remember our first beer.
That's right. It's like, hold my beer, watch this shit.
It was a cool video though.
It was a cool video. I did it
That's why you did it.
because I didn't want to make 2 trips to the campground to pick up my trailer. And, well, one
Others call that lazy.
Huh?
Others may call that lazy, but hey,
Yeah, well, when you're packing up, you don't want to go back a half hour one way, and then hook up. Yeah. So.
Makes
But his diff would have probably lived if he would have stopped every few miles, let it cool down, and wasn't running as fast.
My diff would have lived if I didn't do 60 mile an hour straight for an hour. Yep.
I will. Well, sorry, I will never put slime in a tire. never, ever. Not happening. It
Well,
destroys aluminum.
Oh, is that why?
it depends
Yep.
upon the slime that you use too. So
I was curious.
There's not a hole big enough that I cannot put enough plugs in to fill.
So
well,
don't farmers put like beet juice in tires?
I don't know about that.
I
I heard this one time. I had no
I know
idea.
I know they put calcium in them for weight.
I put slime in like our
Now-
dirt bike tires with inner tubes.
Now
put
slime will
slime
patch
in
a
those.
small hole.
Yeah, and it does good for a long time too.
I carry about 40 tire plugs with me and a small air compressor.
Yep.
And I know one guy in a Can-Am that knocked a hole in his sidewall, and we put like 15 plugs in it to seal it up. And he finished riding the day.
Can't you do that trick with like hairspray and a lighter where you blow
Yeah,
What, my love?
if you lose the beat?
Yeah.
I use ether or brake cleaner.
Does it
I
really
do
work?
it. Yeah, it works. I do it all the time at work for the tire guy.
Yes, I am, dear.
He steps back. He's like, I'm not sticking around for this shit. I'm like poof.
You know, warn the people up front when you do it.
They hear it.
It can be very dangerous.
Yeah, you got to go moderate with it. Don't overspray.
But on the bright side, it airs up your tire at the same time.
It does. It does. Just not to do it too much. I just go inside the tire, real quick, spraying one round, and then that's usually enough.
And it works better if you're putting air to it when you throw the
works
match
even
at
better if you're putting air in it. Yep. And don't worry, the fire inside will go out. It'll run out of oxygen really fast, so it never lasts more than a couple seconds.
Steve, back in my younger days, I had this Ford Ranger with a set of 15-inch wheels on it that were 10 inches wide. And I had to use ether to get them to beat up because the tires were only 195 wide.
Mm. Yep. Yeah.
That was always fun.
I want to know how these guys are stretching these tires as far as they do. You seen that crap? They stretch them like 5 inches on these fat rims.
That's what I was doing back in the 90s or late 80s, early 90s with those 195s on a 10-inch wide wheel.
I don't know how that would be a pain in the ass, I would think.
That's where the ether comes in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Owie.
But that was when I was young and dumb.
Yep. He said, Wallace says it's a sound bar he's talking about getting.
Oh, look at that. I looked up in my upper monitor and there's Steve's address.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he must put LEDs on a soundbar that pulsate to the
music. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Has
but
color changing lights.
You know, he didn't put his name on there. So what I'm gonna do is for his name, I'm gonna put "To the Redneck Living At" and then his address underneath of it.
You know what my name is, don't you?
Fucking really, Steve?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Fucking really?
Yeah.
Yay!
Just don't put "To Redneck's Wife." Because then she'll.
No, that'll be a Billy Club. The next time you work on her side by side with the Sawzall.
Yeah, and then.
Yeah.
I like that Infinity Kappa soundbar I got my wife. I got lucky back in 2018, 19 when I first started the YouTube channel. People around here were recognizing me. Well, I went into Horizon Audio Sports Hold on, I gotta let the dog out. Come on, Velma. Go ahead.
That's what he calls it now.
Yeah. Come on. She had to go out. They ring the bell on the door. Anyway,
That's the
I
cops.
went in there looking for a stereo for the wife's side by side, and the guy looked at me and he goes, "Aren't you Redneck Garage from YouTube?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Hold on, let me talk to my manager." And he's like, "It's going on a side by side?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You do a video for us and mention us in it, and I'll give you that sound bar for $300. It was $800 sound bar." So I did it. I got the $800 sound bar for $300.
And that
And
just
then-
shows you what their markup is.
Well, yeah, their
Right?
markup's huge. Their markup's huge. Yeah. So I was like, okay. So I come back here. I did a video. We installed it. And I really like that. I mean, it's a badass sound bar. It really is. So I went back to get another one. I was going to pay full price and for mine, and they didn't have any anymore. I got the last one, I guess. So he's like, "Well, what I can do is I can hook you up with this, this, and this and give it to you for cost if you do another video for us." And I was like, "Okay." So I had to wait a couple days, and that's where my stereo came into play. And I got that for $200, all of it.
Now,
So
see,
that was
I need to swap. I need to swap out to a soundbar in mine and get rid of those weatherproof speakers I got, because now with the radiator there's just too much in the back.
Yeah.
All right, did you see what this guy on the Z-Force Nation Facebook page put? Look what he built to go behind it for his
I
kids.
seen that. That was pretty cool, actually, I thought. Yep.
I mean,
Well,
it has a roll bar on it, so
Come on, Velma.
I was told that it's time for dinner,
Okay.
and we're at that lovely over 2 hour mark.
Yeah, and we have to watch the live stream time because they're sending me emails that I'm running out of hours. They only give you 20 hours a month. And we did 7 hours one Saturday.
you did 7?
7
Yeah.
hours.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
One of you guys fall asleep or what?
No.
No,
Both of you fell asleep?
No, we were on late. There was a ton of people on, and everybody just kept asking questions, and we kept answering them. We looked up, and we were on there 7 hours. Yeah,
I think that's why we have nothing to talk about really this week.
because we talked about it in 7 hours the other week.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we probably should close it down, I guess, before we run out of time for next Saturday.
Yeah, I am out of here.
Okay.
Hey, don't forget tomorrow's Valentine's. Better go out and buy yourself something for the wife.
We had my wife's birthday.
We are going to Cattleman Steakhouse for steak and lobster tomorrow night. I already made the reservations.
You want to lose your side-by-side privileges, boys.
So, you know,
Even though it's a Hallmark
every year she bitches at me because I never get her nothing.
I tell her I don't celebrate.
Every year she bitches at me because she says I never get her nothing for Valentine's Day. I go, how can I get you something when you never let me go to town by myself? So tomorrow she has to work until 1. So I will take off about the time she goes to work and go to town.
Yep. My wife's birthday is on Monday, so I surprised her today.
And then I'll come home and if the weather's decent.
I set up a birthday party at the local gaming arcade place.
Yeah, that place looks cool.
It is very cool, and it's cheap. All the games are between 25 cents and $1.
That's a dying breed, man, around here. I don't even know where the nearest arcade is.
This is the only one around here. It just opened about a month.
I see some bars. Some bars are opening up like pinball bars where you can.
Yep. Yep.
So, anyways, I'm out of here. She's already
Okay.
came in again and harassed me. All right, bye guys.
All right, have fun.
All right, Steve. You have a good night, bud.
Okay. All right, you too. We'll see you next Saturday, maybe.
Take it easy.
All right. Hey, we'll get with you on Facebook to go to Redneck Ranches.
Oh yeah, please do. Send me a message.
Yeah, we'll do. All
All
right,
right.
buddy. We'll see you. Yep. All right, Bucky. We'll talk to you later, buddy. Wallace. See you later. Can a helmet be your windshield? Yes, sir. It sure can, buddy. Message me on Facebook, Redneck Garage on Facebook, and I can talk to you guys some more a little bit. Raymond, we'll see you later, buddy. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Talk to y'all later.